Welcome to Afrique Today. My name is Alain Pierre, and today is your Sunday guest. Like every Sunday, we have a new guest. I want to remind you, then you can watch us online on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and our website www.afriquetoday.com. Today, I have a pleasure to have here and an honor to have here Marcelline Nyambi. She is the owner of Hampton Conference Center. Welcome to Afrique Today.
Thank you so much for having me. I really feel honored and blessed, really, to be here. And I think that using this great platform of yours to encourage the distinction you, Amaya, and others is awesome. And so I just truly feel so honored. Thank you for having me on your show.
Thank you to have a little bit time for us. I know it wasn't easy to get you to have this interview. I think we prepared this interview almost for 3 months now. No, today is a very good day because you invite us to your beautiful house, and we make this interview from your house. This is very good for us, and everybody. It's also good for everybody who watches now. Okay. Marcelline, please, I already know you woman who wears many hats. Please, can you tell us about yourself and what sort of business you run?
Sure, you're right. I'm a woman that wears many hats. First, I am a wife, a mother, an entrepreneur, a philanthropist. And like you mentioned earlier, I'm also the CEO of the Hampton Conference Center, Hampton Design and Party Supply Rental. I'm also the co-founder of the Hampton Group International and also co-founder of Vincent Nyambi Foundation. And the Hampton Conference Center really is a catering banquet facility and also a family-owned business. And we have been privileged really to serve a multitude of customers for over a decade now in the Maryland, DC, and Virginia region. And we're even so honored really to be part of important milestones in the life of our customers. And even more important is the fact that we've been able to develop relationship and friendship and partnership throughout the years that are so priceless to us that we know will last for a lifetime. And we do have 2 beautiful, elegant ballrooms that are perfect for conferences, for business meetings, for birthday parties, for wedding ceremonies and reception, and so much more. And our mission really is to customize packages that are tailored to suit every customer's need, vision, and spending range. And so we are really committed in assisting our customers in planning their complete reception from start to finish. And so, in essence, really, we are a one-stop shop, and we've also partnered with reputable affiliates to make sure that we provide the best service to our customers. And I personally am really, really passionate about event management, event design, and decor. And so our vision is really to ensure that every event manifests with ease, with style, with grace, with expert guidance and affordability. And I also see myself also as a vehicle that God uses to empower others, to bring love and light in the life of others, especially through our non-profit organization, the Vincent Nyambi Foundation, where we assist children that have been orphaned and affected by HIV and AIDS.
Wow, this is very fantastic what you're doing for the community.
Thank you.
No, you forget to mention, where are you from?
I'm actually from Cameroon, precisely in Bambili, Bamenda.
Okay. And how you did get started in this industry, or what inspired you?
That's a very interesting story. I think really it's all been God's plan and design all along. Being a very humble family or immigrant family from very humble beginning, we were privileged to have the opportunity to travel to this great country, the United States, to come live out the American dream. And we've also been very passionate family with a keen imagination, are always looking for an outlet for creative expression, and usually with intention to serve. And we've always had this relentless desire to make something of ourselves, to help our impoverished family back home, and also to give back to the community. And it is that relentless desire and through divine guidance that led us to this great platform, the Hampton Conference Center, where we've been able to serve and still serving. And really, before we ever even started the Hampton Conference Center, we had another company, a medical transportation company, where we were transporting patients to dialysis and doctor's appointment. And after some time, we actually ran out of the space that we had, could not accommodate the vehicles that we had. So we were looking for a space where it could accommodate our 40 service vehicles, and also give us that ability to even set up a mechanic shop and even a gas tank where it will give us the flexibility and the ability to help with the maintenance of our vehicles and servicing our vehicles. And it also so happened that my husband and I were in a stage in our life where we're actually looking at diversifying our business, and we were not really sure what to do, but we really wanted something that would speak to our soul and would be in alignment with our purpose and vision of serving. And so in the process of searching for the space to accommodate a medical transportation company, our then operation manager happened to stumble over this warehouse space that is now the famous Hampton Conference Center. And when he got there, he believed that it would be sufficient to meet the need of the transportation company. And so he called my husband to come and take a look at it. And when my husband got there, he also called me to come and take a look at it. And behold, when I got there, I immediately fell in love with the space. And as I was just walking around the facility and just assessing the building, I had this hunch that we could really use this for events. And I had this vision of people dancing. I could hear music in the background. And when I actually looked towards my husband, who was a couple of feet away from me, I could tell by his demeanor that he was probably experiencing the same feeling, or actually having the same thought, which he later confirmed to be so. And so we took it then that was a divine guidance. But the interesting thing of it all is that none of us had an experience in event management or decor, or even how to run a banquet facility. But I'm someone that's always open to the possibilities. I believe that when God calls you, He will qualify the call. And the interesting factor was that the community really needed a venue to service them, a venue that was tailored towards people that could not afford some of the expensive hotels or the banquet facilities that are out there, a venue that had an extended hours of operation and could house a large capacity, that was also culturally sensitive and, provide affordable and quality service. So, however, fast forward, we eventually got to buy the building, move the transportation company in it. But believe you me, every day that I went into the building, I could see that vision of people dancing. I could hear the music in the background, and so we just eventually decided about 5-6 months of moving in to begin the transformation of the warehouse into a banquet facility. And the process was not easy. It was really challenging, especially the permit process, and even the financial undertaking was something that I think we really underestimated. But however, a year after we began the transformation, we were able to get the permit and subsequently opened November of 2007. But we still ran into the situation where the two businesses could not coexist in the same location, so we had to move the transportation company to another location, and then the ever-evolving journey began, continued for the Hampton Conference Center, full with trials, tribulation, challenges, and blessings till date.
Wow, it's very interesting.
Yes.
I just want to remind you now, you're watching our Africa Today. This is the Sunday guest, and I have a pleasure to have here Marcelline Nyambi. She's the Executive Director of Hampton Conference Center. I have a question, another question for you. What kind of event Hampton Conference Center can hold?
Oh, we hold, diverse and kinds of events like weddings, birthday parties, Christianing conferences, convention, and I mean, you know, even award ceremonies, music concerts, really. So it's a very diverse
and
events that we can
how
have.
many people you can hold at the same time?
Yeah, we do have 2 ballrooms. One actually has a sitting capacity. The smaller one has a sitting capacity of up to 150 guests and about 200 people.
How you have 2 hall? I was there. Is two step or
no? They actually, it's all this on the same level.
Okay.
But there's actually one on the other. I guess maybe you've never been into the smaller ballroom.
Okay.
Yeah, but the bigger ballroom is the one that maybe most people know, because
Okay.
you know, our clientele sometimes is really African based and they tend to have a lot of people.
Okay.
But that can actually house up to 500 guests sitting and about 1,000 standing.
What about the small one?
The small one is about 150 sitting and about 200 standing.
Okay, we will come back a little bit late about the cost, because you say it's very affordable for African community from everybody. We will come back a little bit later, and because you just explained me what inspired you to start this business. This is very wonderful, because I just want to remind you that it's very important to everybody who watching this show to know it's not easy to become successful, and when you're African or here in the United States, and we have some African people who are successful, like Marcelline, and like a lot of people who come to that show. And Marcelline, you spoke of challenge and trials as an entrepreneur. What has that journey been like for you?
Interesting. I'm sure every entrepreneur out there can attest to the fact that entrepreneurship is not that easy. And I'm sure really everyone in this universe can attest to the fact that life is not easy, but what is most important is how you react to the circumstances that happen in your life. And, you know, like I always say, I said entrepreneurship is not as glamorous as most people would like to believe. But I feel so blessed really to be an entrepreneur because of the contribution you make in your community and the life of others. And as an entrepreneur, you become this avenue for creative expression, you become this avenue for creative intelligence, you really become this avenue helping to manifest your customers' dreams and vision into your reality. And for me, that has really been the case. And so I feel so blessed to really serve in this capacity. But one of the things that I've come to realize and even experience is that most people tend to pay attention to the final product of an entrepreneur, not the process, not the journey, you see. Because, you know, there are a lot of challenges that go on with entrepreneur, you know, because you often hear people say things like, oh, she's so lucky, oh, he's so lucky. But what people do not realize or see is your daily struggles or what you have to overcome. The sacrifices, the headache, the empty bank accounts, the daily rejection, the criticism, the haters, and even those lonely nights when you're really trying to turn your vision into a reality. But here's the deal: as an entrepreneur, really, or anyone really that's working towards accomplishing a dream, you have to understand that in the process of working towards accomplishing your goal, you're going to encounter lots of difficulties, lots of disappointments, lots of failure, lots of pain. Not everyone will support you, not everyone will join you. But it's very important for you to remember who and whose you are. It's very important to remember that you are a unique expression of the infinite spirit expressing, and you're here to live out your authentic expression for God's glory, because there are gifts of divinity within you that you're here to bring forth and share. And believe you me, there are moments when you're really going to doubt yourself. You might even question God and ask God, why me? Why is this happening to me? All I'm trying to do is just feed my family. But believe me, it is in those moments where you have to have that spirit of faith and gratitude with the understanding that not every delay is a denial. The process might just be grooming you for something that you will need for the unfolding of your soul and for the delivery of your gift. And the fact is that the difference between the one that quits and the one that does not is that you show up every day. You hustle every day. Even though every day you feel like quitting, you have to stay focused, you have to stay persistent, you have to stay consistent. Invest in yourself, invest in your craft, and if necessary, get a mentor. Because in the end, what I believe is that your success will always speak for itself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Remember, invest yourself. This is Africa Today. I have here Marcelline Nyambi. She's the executive director the Hampton Conference Center. You're watching now Africa Today. This is the Sunday guest, and you can watch us live on 4 platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and our website www.africtoday.com. If you watch us from Bamenda, just go ahead, download Africa Today application, and you will be able to watch us live. Marcelline, I have a surprise for you. We will show your center, your conference center to everybody. We have a video for that, and just stay with us and don't go anywhere. Just right now, look a little bit advertising at the Hampton Conference Center just now. Welcome back to Africa Today. You're watching us live on 4 platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and our website www.africtoday.com. We here live. We have a pleasure. I have a pleasure to have here Marcelline Nyambi. She's the executive director of the Hampton Conference Center. And just at the break, you have I have a pleasure to show you the video from the Hampton Center. And if you want to go to the Hampton Center, which phone number we need to call?
Actually, the number is 301-808-0000.
You hear 301-808-0000. Just call that number and you will be able to reserve that place to have a conference, to have a birthday party, to have a wedding, to have any type of event you want to organize. Just call that number. Okay, we welcome back again to Africa Today. We was talking a little bit about the conference center. What are some of your life lessons you have learned as an entrepreneur for almost 20 years? That you would like to share with our audience who may be inspiring to become entrepreneurs, or those who may be thinking of quitting?
Yes, being an entrepreneur now for almost 20 years, there are many lessons I've learned along the way. We don't have the time to list each and every one of them, but there are 3 that I'm really focused on, and that helps me to really stay in a positive and progressive path, and that is expression of gratitude, understanding my purpose and staying in alignment with my purpose, and also practicing forgiveness. Because here's the deal, life will give you those experiences or circumstances that are most helpful for the evolution of your consciousness. I do believe that our pain, our challenges will push us, but our vision will pull us into creative expression. And the vision that we have for ourselves begins this sacred process of unfolding that is unique and magnificent to our life journey and to our life purpose. And because we live in a progressive evolutionary universe, the universe is going to help us to grow, usually through painful measures until we surrender to that vibration that's seeking to express through us. And so our perceived challenges are actually blessings in disguise. They're actually here to help us to build life muscles. They're actually here to prepare us for the next stage of our evolution. And the truth is that you cannot have anything in life that you're not willing to become vibrationally or in consciousness. And so if you want change, you need to become the change you want to see. If you want love, you need to become love. And so if you want to be successful, you need to become more, because success will only be attracted to the person that you become. And so the number one lesson for me to have and to become all that you've been called for to be, number one is expression of gratitude. I do believe that an attitude of gratitude is the key to manifesting. Expression of gratitude is one of the most powerful energetic magnetic force that will help you attract and keep the things you want in your life. And to me personally, expression of gratitude is like a form of prayer. It is that humility before the all-knowing power. It is that understanding too, and that recognition that even before I ask, goodness has already been given to me. And the truth is that nothing more will be added in your life if you're not grateful for what you already have. And secondly, as human beings, we have to understand that we're not just here in this universe to be here. We're here for a purpose, we're here for a reason, and that is for us to authentically and uniquely express as us, no duplicate. And I personally believe that implanted in each and every one of us is a powerful destiny, a powerful, unique way that the universe wants to express through us, because we are an expression of it. And so our very purpose here in this world is really for God to love His creation. We're actually here to be that channel through which God brings about attainment, alignment, and activation in the life of others. In essence, we're actually here to be God's gift to the universe. And one of the things I've come to realize and understand is that when you follow your heart desire, when you follow your passion, it will eventually lead you to your purpose. You see, and like I mentioned, everyone has a purpose. And so it is really our mandate to figure out what our purpose is. But first, you have to figure out who you are, use who you are to serve the world. And so I feel so blessed to be able to serve through the Hampton Conference Center and all the other platforms that I'm also currently engaged in. And thirdly, you know, we have to practice forgiveness, because we live in a world where people are going to hurt us, we're going to hurt them. People are going to cross us, we're going to cross them, whether, you know, consciously or unconsciously. And sometimes we might even put ourselves in a situation where, you know, we need to forgive ourselves. And so it's really important to forgive, to let go, let God, to forgive, let go, and let karma. Because unforgiveness really is like drinking poison and expecting someone else to die. So it is really important to practice forgiveness. And I personally believe that forgiveness is like a liberating energy force that actually leave that door of a floodgate of blessings to keep pouring into your life. And so when you hold on to anger, when you hold on to resentment, you're actually building what is called vibrational density that prevents you from accessing your magnificence or your blessings. So it is really important to practice forgiveness. And so for me, those are the three lessons that I've really learned, that I really try to practice, I try to embody, I try to exemplify, and I hope that this really inspires somebody.
Yes, it's not easy to start a business. I know that, because I'm also an entrepreneur. You're watching Afrique Today. This is the Sunday guest. I have a pleasure to have on Afrique Today Marcelline Nyambi. She's the executive director the Hampton Conference Center. And you can watch us live on 4 platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and our website, www.afriquetoday.com. Marcelline, thank you so much to invite us to your beautiful house. We didn't have an authorization to shoot all this house. No, your house is very beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Very fantastic. We can do a lot of shows just for this house. Very big house. This is something African people have to know. You can be also successful. You can be you have to do what just Marcelline told us today. Okay, I know you have an entrepreneur workshop or event coming up soon. Yes. Can you tell us more about that and when will be the event take place?
Yes, because of our love of entrepreneurship and really trying to try to encourage people to become entrepreneurs, we actually decided to have an entrepreneur CEO conference, and we plan to have that in March of next year, 2019, and it's really a platform for people with creative minds to learn leadership development. And it's really a platform for our community entrepreneur networking partners to really come together to discuss ideas that are central to entrepreneurship and leadership. And so we're going to have speakers from diverse background that will bring or talk about tools, ideas, strategies to help our attendees to ignite or reignite their passion, build their business, expand their creativity effectively, and also develop their leadership skills. So it's really for anyone that's really aspiring to be an entrepreneur or already an entrepreneur, because like I mentioned before, it's really important to invest in your growth, to invest in your evolution, because that's how you get better as an entrepreneur. And so as the months unfold, we're going to be bringing out more details about the event as well as our speakers. But you can always go on our website and you can get more information, which is
which website?
www.thehamptonconferencecenter.com.
Okay, and where that event will be at Hampton? Of course,
of course, it's going to be at Hampton Conference Center.
Okay, Africa Today will try to cover that event. Maybe we can.
Awesome.
We can participate also at that event. Can you tell us a little bit more about that event? It will be when? Do you have already the date?
Yes, it's going to be March 8th of 2019 from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And I think we can also help to organize this event, because Africa Today,
so nice.
Africa Today just push. You remember we just push a smart ticket.
Oh yes, yes. We're actually partnering. So I mentioned before that in the process of actually being an entrepreneur and being involved in the Hampton Conference Center, we've really formed awesome partnerships. Like we just recently formed one with you with the tickets, and I'm excited and I look forward to our customers really embracing this and really
this is something
having
we
an
have
awesome
to,
experience.
We need to tell to people, Hampton Conference and Africa Today just have an agreement, a partnership to have a ticket, and the people don't need to worry more about that ticket.
Exactly.
Okay, Marcelline, this is very fantastic what you're doing for the community. And for that particular entrepreneur workshop, I want to know exactly if someone wants to participate. You just need to go to Hampton Center. No, we will talk about that later, because I think they want to participate also at that one. What we will do, we will create a specific pages where people can go ahead and register right away.
Exactly.
Because when the people go to Hampton website, they can confuse. They don't know where to go. We will create a specific. We will talk that after this show. How we will do that better. And this will still be the partnership we have with you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, and also you also mentioned your non-profit organization. Can you tell please more about that?
Oh yes, our non-profit organization is the Vincent Nyambi Foundation. My husband and I actually co-founded that foundation, and it's really to assist children that are affected or orphaned by HIV and AIDS. And our objective really is to provide every child an opportunity to have a future to look forward to, and to continue to mobilize resources to help in fighting this global epidemic with the aim at zero new infection, zero discrimination, zero AIDS-related death, and also by optimizing HIV prevention and also building strong community alliances and reducing any vulnerability or taking out any obstacle to accessing services. And we have actually also been in existence now for over a decade. In fact, this should be our 13th year. And some 2-3 years ago, we did our 10-year anniversary, where we transitioned most of the kids out of our program, because then most of them had graduated from university, some from vocational training. Some of them actually are married right now. And in that process of transition, we were blessed to have a Peace Corps volunteer that was in Cameroon at that time, and so volunteered in our foundation and helped us to enlist 23 more young kids into our program. And so we've been taking care of them for the past 2-3 years, and also supporting some other orphanages. And I'll actually, in fact, want to use this opportunity to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Chief of Modankwe. He's really been a strong supporter and very instrumental in helping us with our activities now in Cameroon, especially with the political situation that's been going on. It's really been difficult for us to carry out extensive activities. And, you know, time again, he has offered his palace where my husband, volunteers and members, and even the caregivers of the kids come together and commune and carry out activities. And he's also been very instrumental in linking us with some families that do need help, as well as some orphanages. So I just want to commend him and to extend my gratitude for all his help. And also really everyone and every donor and supporter that have supported us throughout the years. And also wanted to mention is the fact that we actually also partner with the Lambert Diabetic Health Foundation. I think that was like a year ago or so. We donated an office space to them in Tanikumbamenda, where they were providing free healthcare check to people in that region, which was and has been really been helpful. And also in our love for research, some couple of years ago, we actually honored Dr. Robert Gallo. He is the person that actually co-discovered the HIV virus and also the tests for the virus. And in his honor, we also decided to establish an award in his name, Dr. Gallo Award, Excellence Award for Science for high school students. And so really it's for every high school student who scores very high in science subject. So it's really a way of, you know, encouraging science and also research towards HIV. So those are some of the works that we've been doing, and, you know, we pray that, you know, we'll have the ability to still continue, and with more support from, you know, people out there, we'll continue to do what we're doing for these kids, because there's so many more that need help, and, you know, we're blessed to actually serve in this capacity.
Okay, if people want to know about your foundation, where they can go? They can
also go to on the website is www.vknyambifoundation.org.
Okay. You're listening, you're watching now Africa Today. We have a woman who wears many hats here on Africa Today. We just say that in the beginning. She's named Marcelline Nyambi. She's the executive director of the Hampton Conference Center. She's invite Africa Today to her beautiful house. We didn't have an opportunity to take the picture for this beautiful house. Maybe next time you will be able to see this beautiful house. We're here to speak about the Hampton Center, or all the activity Marcelline is doing, and we already go through almost that one, and we just talk about the conference, the entrepreneur conference, who will be in
March of next year.
In March and next year. Then if you're an entrepreneur, if you participate, just stay tuned, because Africa Today will tell you more about this event, and we will try to do the very big marketing about that special event, and just stay tuned and you will know more about that. Marcelline, before this is almost the end of our show. No, I know you are a very busy woman. No, you forget to tell a little bit about yourself. I mean, about your family, about your kids. Can you tell us a little bit how you deal with your time with your kids, and how many kids you have? I know you're married already. You already said that. No, how many kids do you have?
Yes, in fact, I do have 2 beautiful children. Kewala, which is, he's just 6 years old, he's going to be 7. And I have a beautiful daughter, Vanessa. She's actually studying in London. I'm sure some people might already know her because she does a lot of modeling. She also has her own non-profit organization called the Generation African Campaign. And just recently she was at Cape Verde visiting on the invitation of the First Lady of Cape Verde in collaboration with another foundation there. So she's been doing amazing work, and I'm really proud of my kids. I feel so blessed really to be their mom, and I'm married to an awesome guy. You know, that really create an empowered environment for me to be able to do these things that I do. So I'm very blessed.
Yes, how you find time to deal with your kid, with the work? You have you wear many hats. So how you deal
it's not easy, but you know, I just rely on the strength of God, really.
It's really not easy, because for me it wasn't easy to get this interview with Marcelline. I wait like for 3 months to get this interview. No, you found finally the time to have this interview with me. You watching now Africa Today. This is the Sunday guest, and I have the pleasure to have here Marcelline Nyambi. She's the Executive Director, the Hampton Conference Center. Marcelline, before I give you the last question, tell us, where is the Hampton Conference Center is located? Can you tell people who are watching us the address again and the phone number where they can contact if they want to do some party, some conference, some events?
Oh, sure, yes. We're actually in Capitol Heights, Maryland, off Central Avenue, just about a minute off the Beltway. The actual address is 207 West Hampton Place, Capitol Heights, Maryland, and the zip code is 20743. And our phone number is 301-808-0000. And you can always visit our website, which is www.thehamptonconferencecenter.com. We also have a platform on Facebook as well as on Instagram. So you can follow us on Facebook, you can follow us on Instagram.
Thank you so much. And this is almost the conclusion. No, this is not your last word. We have some more last word for the people. Know how you feel about this interview.
Oh, awesome, awesome. I feel so blessed and grateful to be here. And thank you so much for having me.
Okay, I would like to finish this interview to ask you, because I know in Cameroon, most people have what we call a dialect. I don't know if in Bamenda you have a dialect. And this is almost the tradition on this show. Everybody who come on this show, they say something in their dialect. I don't know if Bamenda exists. If yes, can you just say a couple words?
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
I can say good morning, which is Abingwa.
Okay, this is.
I've not forgotten.
Okay,
yes.
And what you can say, your last words from some people who want to become successful like you?
Oh, sure. I think to become successful, I think it's very important for you to know who and whose you are. Because when you know who and whose you are, you know who you're not, and no one can define you for you. And so I think it's also very important for you to have a clear vision of what you're trying to accomplish. Because like I mentioned earlier, a clear vision begins the sacred process of unfolding that's unique and magnificent to your life journey. And I think it's very important for you to believe in yourself, believe in your abilities, and understand that the path to inspire action for any business is really through vibrational alignment with that which you seek. And so if passion is your motive and not money for you to start any business, energy flows easily. And I think it's very important for you to be open to the possibilities that lie within and around you. And never give up, you know, on your dreams. Stay consistent, stay persistent, invest in yourself, invest in your craft, get a mentor if it's necessary, and understand that, and or at least what I've come to understand is that, you know, before this, our body temple leaves us, or at any time where our soul will leave our body temple, what will be more important, what will be lasting is who you are, what gives you a man to bring, and what gives you a man to share. And nobody can take that away from you. And I believe that's what is referred to as authentic power.
Thank you so much. This was Africa Today. You was the Sunday guest. I was the pleasure to have here Marcelline Nyambi. She's the Executive Director of the Hampton Conference Center. She also has a non-profit organization. And in March, she will organize also a big conference, a entrepreneur workshop. She has a lot of hats. I already said that in the beginning. She was here. She invited Africa today to her beautiful house. Thank you so much for that, and thank you to be with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you too for watching Africa Today. Was Sunday guest. See you next Sunday. Bye.